Hey guys, hope you all been doing well. I'm excited to show you the new Soleus baits. I just got the shipment in now. Got a whole box full of them here, so I'm gonna flip you around, really go through them, show you each one of them individually, kind of what they look like, what they're gonna be good for. Haven't got out and fished with the finals. I do have a couple of the prototypes I can show you so you can see how they evolved a little bit, but it's gonna be really cool. I'm really excited to show you all of them. And all right, so the first one I'm going to be showing you here is the new Soleus scope stick we got right here. This one right here, that comes in 3 different versions. So it's a 110 size. It's, let's see, I'm gonna actually pull it off here. Sorry, I misspoke. It's a 120 size. So it's a little bigger than your typical jerkbait maybe, depending on which brand you're using. But right here's the 120. And this guy here is weighted to be a slow sinker. So it's called the 120 SK7 Plus. So it's gonna go a little bit more than 7 foot. It has all that info right on the back there, if you can see that. And it's gonna be a real good bait for using with your live scope. So when you're working your bait down and letting it sink, you're gonna be able to see it on your live scope, and it keeps that bait in the strike zone longer because of it. Then we got the 120, and this is the SS6. So this is a 6-foot diver. And then there's also the SS 10, I believe is what it was. Yes, SS10. Still learning all these. I just got them like I was talking about. But right here, that's that new one there. That's what I have rigged up. So I got 2 of them on there. I got a slow sink. I got the suspender. We're going to work with our Lowrance active target. I'm going to see how deep these baits are going, kind of dialing them in, see how they're floating, sitting, just kind of get to learn the whole new bait. Because that's what's fun about this is we don't know, I don't know exactly how they're going to work. I've run some of the prototypes, but I haven't actually used these ones. They also have the 120 in a floater, so all that's the stamped right on the top there. And so FL is floater, SK is sinking, and SS is suspending. So I got those all in the 120s. We got a couple different colors. Let me show you those. We got IU, which you can see that one looks pretty nice. It's a good little color. Got that clear, it's prismatic. We'll show you one up close here too. We might as well while we're looking at it. This is the bill on them. So I want to show you that a little bit closer. You can see kind of a little bit flatter, a little bit wider as you can look here. Kind of get an idea what's going on. Comes with EWG hooks on it. Super sharp, tacky. If I have issue with the fish slapping at this bait and just not eating it all the way, that's when I'm going to switch them out to those Hayabusas. I'll put probably number 5s maybe number 4. So I'll have to play with it and see how it all acts. And different weights of hooks will make them sink different, so you got to play with that a little bit. Haven't got that far. I really like the eyes they got on them, nice and big. Kind of really catches them. It's got this different kind of shaped body where it comes down and it kind of actually slenders down in there. So it's pretty neat. You can see it's got some rattles in there. Can you hear that? So that's pretty cool. Pull out another one I'm gonna pull. That was, like we said, IU. This one's called Cajun Pearl. Got a little bit of a blue hue to it in there. You can see it really on its back. Same thing. A little bit, actually that's a little different. So, I don't know. Could just be how they sound, but you can hear that. It almost sounds like it's got a little bit more of a movement. It feels like that ball in there for the transfer system is actually moves a little bit longer, a little bit further. This one here is Pro Green Gizzard. Tell me that was not sweet looking. Again, you can see that ball in there that's transferring. Let's see, it's right. Let's see if we can get the, there it goes. That one, that's what helps you cast it real far. Keeps that bait moving. We got that other one that looks like up front and some rattles in there. So it keeps it giving that nice noise, but that's Pro Green Gizzard. It's a really cool looking color there. I like that one. I'm probably gonna actually end up tying that one on tomorrow and trying it too. I'm gonna have to mess around with them a little bit and see what all we got. After this, they also have a smaller size. So this guy is gonna be pretty cool. I have not had the prototype of that. I had this guy, if you give me half a second. You can see this was the one we were working with originally. And you can see this guy here is the one that it came out with. So it actually stayed fairly similar. You can see the eyes changed, kind of that gill plate changed a little bit. The bill is the biggest difference though. So it'll be interesting to see how much different. This one had a nice darting action to it, side to side. This guy here is made to actually, I think, stay more in place when it's walking. That way you can really see it with your active target or live scope, whichever one you're running. But that's going to be interesting. It's really cool to see that. The other thing, let me see, I got to give me a second to find them. So we were talking about the SK10 or SK7 is this guy. Where's an SK10? Maybe that's the one I have on there. That's a 7 plus. 7 plus. This was the SS10. So that one, you can see the SS10 versus, is this one the SS10? Which one's this guy? That's the 6. So these ones, they're gonna have a little bit deeper diving. So this one's gonna go 10 foot. You can see it's got a bigger bill. So the bill size is a little bit wider. That's the comparison right there to kind of see what's going on. But there's just a lot of versatility in this lineup. It's going to let you fish all sorts of depths of the water column, different actions, whether you want it slowly sinking, slowly rising. These are going to be available mid-January. So you're going to have to pay attention. They'll be available, I believe, for pre-order, I was told, on Tackle Warehouse. Don't quote me on that, but I think fairly soon, before Christmas is what the rumor has it. Then let's go back and just finish out the lineup here before we wrap this up. This is the SS6 100. So you can see these guys are a little smaller. Give me one sec. I'm kind of learning this as we go here too. So it's new to all of us, but it's really exciting. So I'm gonna get the SS. So these are both suspenders. This is the 120, and this is the 100. The bill size is actually a little bit bigger on the 120, kind of like you would expect. It probably has to be that way to make them dive a little bit different, but you can see there. Let's see if it in front of my shirt works a little better. The size comparison, this bait here, probably easiest if I hold them right on top of each other. You can see it's definitely smaller, so it's actually going to probably be a really cool little bait there. Yeah, there you go. That's a good way to show it. So you can see that it's a 120. This one's a 120, so it's a 120 millimeter. This one's a 100, so just a little bit smaller. But it's got a good little profile. I think that's gonna be a killer little bait, especially when they're eating a little bait or when it's cold out. Sometimes you gotta downsize and go to those smaller ones. This is a suspending version. This one here is Table Rock Shad, it's called. Got that nice purpley color. Got that orangey tint underneath its bottom there. So really excited to get this guy out there. Let's see what other ones we have here. We have that same one in that Cajun Pearl. This is a big one in 120. And we got a couple more. Let's see. These are the green gizzard here. We got that guy. We got that guy there. Same thing. This one's actually a floater, so that 100 comes in a floating version as well. This one's this is a sweet looking color here. What do they call this one? Disco Shad. This one, that one's going out. That one's coming out in the water with me. That one's gonna get fished here real quick. This guy is sweet looking. This is the 100. Goes about 6 foot, I believe. So we'll have to follow up with you once I get back from the water and got some time to fish this bait. You see that nice chartreuse strip. It's kind of got like a little bit of a translucent color. It's got some of that glimmer of green flake in there. Top right there, you got that purpley blue color. And then on its chest, or I guess right on its throat there, you can see it's got a nice little orangey pearl color to it, and its bottom's all pearl. So it's gonna be a really good bait. You can hear that guy too. It's got that going on, so I'm excited to try that one. We're leave him towards the top. And we got one more color, I believe it looks like in here. There's another green gizzard. These guys here, these are all 100s. These three are the same bait. Oh no, there's 2 of these ones. Okay, so this one here is Pro Blue. I don't know if we had that. I don't believe we had that one, the big one right now, in the 120. This is the 100. So we'll pull him out. Just show you that guy real quick, so that way you get to see all the colors that I currently have, and then I'll give you a sneak peek of another bait that's coming out here soon from Bill Lewis. This one right here, you can see it's got that blue. You can see where I got the name for Pearl Blue for. Again, same kind of lip on it. It's got that bottom pearly white color. It's got kind of like another prismatic color scheme on the sides of it. You can see it in that light hits it just right. But it's going to be a good one. I'm really excited to be fishing these scope sticks. We've been messing with them for over a year now that I've had the original one. I caught a lot of smallies on it. I took it up north and put it to work and was trying to learn how it moved around. And I'm going to do the same thing with these scope sticks. We're going to figure out where they thrive. Maybe sometimes their jerkbait will be really good in cold water. Sometimes you need to go to a floating version when it's kind of warming up and this fish wants something moving. Sometimes you want that slow sink. That's really good when it's real cold out. Kind of like now, I'm guessing the water tomorrow will probably be in that 40-degree range. So we'll have to see how it goes. All right, sorry about that. I was getting ready to wrap up and we had a visitor. My wife came out, make sure I wasn't playing with too much fishing rods or whatever. We're gonna go fish out there tomorrow and try these new baits, but making sure everything was all good. So I told you I'd give you a sneak peek of something before I go. These are a couple baits that I'm gonna talk to you a little bit more about in the future, but you can see here, we got the ATV. This is the 1.5. These are both 1.5s, but there's a couple other sizes. I believe there's 3 of them total. Here's a 2.5. So we'll go over them in a lot more detail next. Look for that in about a week or so. Then maybe I'll have had time to actually fish those a little bit. We're getting a little bit cold up north with that water in the low 40s, high 30s. Square bill is usually not the best at this point. They're kind of sliding out deeper, so may not get a true read with catching fish, but I'll be able to tell how it runs and all that. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions, I'll have another video coming out about how these baits work. Maybe I'll have a couple fish catches with it, but thanks for watching. If you can do me a huge favor, please subscribe. Check these baits out. Like I said, they're coming mid-January to Bill Lewis. They got awesome things coming. There's even more coming down the pipeline here before long. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching and have a great day.